You're on.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if I'm.
I'll go ahead and start. Folks at home, folks at home. Oh, I've always wanted to do that.
Feels good, doesn't it?
I beat him to it. Oh, Chad's somewhere on the crapper, I think. But we got Mr. Mike Iaconelli here.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
And
How you doing tonight?
And so just to get a few little things out of the way, Mike is here. Him and Chad have this little challenge going on. What are we calling it, Chad? The
Valentine's Day Massacre.
The Valentine's Day Massacre. Okay, I'm going to pull this. I'm going to drop this way back here just like that. Get things situated. But it's a kayak little challenge between Chad and Mike. And we're going to try to all get into this camera. But it is... tell them about it, Chad.
So, I called, what was that, like when we did the Ike Live thing?
Yeah, it was
last year.
Yeah, a year ago.
No, it was right after the Classic.
Okay.
It's like a week after the Classic. Ike was having Ron Champion on. You guys know him. He was in the 10 last week and tied for the co-title. Won the Kentucky Open up on Kentucky Lake for Hobie. Qualified for the Worlds. They were having myself and Ron on for the show. I started talking a little smack. That turned into a let's do a kayak fish-off thing. As you guys know, Mike has picked up the old Hobie relationship and is going to be pedaling around tomorrow while I'm paddling around tomorrow. And it just kind of evolved into let's meet up. We were supposed to meet in November and try to do the Chickamauga thing, and then you had to go to Japan or Italy or something like that. And so anyway, it just the ball kept bouncing. It's hard to get guys that are super busy on the same schedule. And then I was going to be here fishing in Florida. I texted him and says, hey, man, what's it look like for the spring? He's like, well, I've got this window around Valentine's Day. Would you be my Valentine? And I was like, it was pretty much exactly like that. So then I texted Becky and made sure it was okay. And she said it was cool as long as I brought flowers and chocolates.
Chocolates.
And so anyway, here we are. We're at Bienville Plantation. We're actually, Mike said, dude, I think I got the hookup at Bienville. We could meet there and fish. I was like, I'm going to be at Bienville. So it just worked out. And nobody's going to sleep tonight because everybody's got, delusions of big, or illusions of big giant bass in our head. So actually, the way it's going to work is it's 5 fish, the best 5 fish tomorrow. Yep. We're using TourneyX. So go to tourneyx.com, look up Valentine's Day Massacre, and you can follow along pretty much live. It'll be a live leaderboard. And it'll shut off about an hour before the event. And then tomorrow night on my channel, on Kayak Bassin TV, we're going to kind of unveil who won and how big a fish we caught and, all that good stuff. So,
and tonight after this video is done uploading, I'm going to put the link in the description down below so you guys can come back and check it when we're done.
And you go to Tourney, it's TOURNEYX. So it's tourneyx.com. Yep. You can find the event there. You can actually follow it on social media. Every time he and I catch a fish, we'll load it up. We'll probably be doing some banter back and forth. We'll probably load some stuff for social media. I think I'll throw some stuff up on Instagram, while we're doing it. This is fun fishing. I got nothing to lose because he's got, he's a classic champion and an Elite Series pro. I'm just a fat dude that fishes out of a kayak. And if I win, it's like I beat a Elite Series Classic champion. If he wins, he just beats some fat dude in a kayak. So.
Now, wait a minute. I was waiting, and I'm going to spring this on you, because, of course, I wanted to do this while it was live to make sure everybody knows this is legit. And let me preface this by saying I want to thank you for having me here and inviting me for this. And I want to thank everybody watching tonight and for inviting me into the kayak community. I'm so humbled and honored to be fishing with you guys and be fishing with you. This is an amazing experience. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
But this is a tournament, and there's got to be something on the line here, right?
Yeah.
That's what a tournament means.
Absolutely.
And normally it's money or it's a boat, it's something like that. But I'm going to make it easy, and we're not only fishing for bragging rights.
Hold on, let me stop this for 2 seconds and just say this. He ain't BSing. This is legit. We ain't talked about this.
No.
I've actually tried to say, hey, what are we fishing for? Multiple times on my social media, on his social media, and he's been evasive. Now I see what he was doing. He was setting me up.
I want this to be legit. I want everybody to realize this is legit. And so what we're going to be fishing for, and the loser here, okay, has to do something. And it's real easy. There's no money or anything, but it goes a little something like this. And here it goes. Head at my pocket ready for this moment. The loser of this event has to shave their beard off! Yes! Yes! If you're with me, comment.
Right, so here's the thing. Here's the thing.
You got it
This dude
set.
can grow a beard in like 8 minutes, first of all.
No!
He's not really a beard guy. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Since we're gonna play this game, I'm gonna step it up a bit. So I'm never outdone. Okay, so here's how we're gonna do this. So Mike has already agreed to come down to Toledo Bend and fish in the kayak bass fishing end on the bend.
Yes, very excited.
From a kayak and compete against other kayak anglers.
First kayak tournament ever.
So we talked about that. That's going to be his first kayak tournament ever. So I'm going to up the ante a bit since he's calling me out about the beard. So let me explain something to you. I'm losing a bunch of weight, but for Mike, shaving his beard off is no big deal because most people know him without a beard. For me, it's actually my double chin protector for right now, right? So I shaped this so that when I go like this, I don't have that double chin. So I got a lot more at stake. So here's what we're going to do. Whoever loses has to shave their beard tomorrow night live on the YouTube feed.
Yes.
It'll be on Chad's channel.
But
Kayak Bass
on
and TV.
Kayak Bass and TV, and Gene will put that in the description box.
Yep.
But in addition to that, because the beard's no big deal for him, like I said, he's like a chia pet. He's going to grow it back before he even gets to Okeechobee next week, or he might just go back the other way. You know what I'm saying? He might have just grown this beard to not freeze to death on Cherokee. So what we're going to do is it's similar to the bet that we've got between Gene and I and Jim Salmons, that the loser has to film an episode wearing a bikini. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this gauntlet down, and whoever loses has to do a runway presentation at my November tournament in a bikini to bring the check out to the winner of the event.
If Chad loses, I will not be there.
Hey, I'm going to be in bikini body shape by then.
I don't need that vision.
So anyway, here's what... Mike, you down?
I'm down for that. Now, can it be? I'm down. We'll shake on it.
Okay.
Now, but can it be like just? How about just Tommy Biffle cock shirt?
Tommy Biffy cock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like it.
Like just really
Just
short.
an embarrassing outfit.
Yes,
okay.
very
It doesn't necessarily
short.
have to be a bikini.
Yeah.
Yes.
With an extra small t-shirt.
Yeah, tight, short pants where your junk's just.
Yeah. Okay, I'm down for that.
Okay, I'm in.
You guys comment below right now and say, are you down? Do you believe that that's a good alternative? Because a pink bikini, that's a long freaking ways from Tommy Biffle shorts. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we need to go with the way that Gene's wife said he had to do if he lost. He has to wear a tankini so that it's a little bit moderate. But I'm down with Tommy Biffle shorts. And so what we'll do is we'll get a shirt made 2 sizes small for me or 2 sizes small for Ike. And we'll wear the Tommy Biffle shorts and a shirt that says, I love Ike if you win and I'll wear it. And it'll say, I love Chad if you lose and you wear it.
I'm in.
Perfect.
I'm in. Perfect. That sounds fun.
That's insane.
I like it. This is, dude.
Okay, for once, I'm glad I'm not in the middle of this thing.
So Gene is going to be the official marshal
Whatever.
/
I'm going fishing.
referee
I would too. I would.
/ MC, and he's going to film this whole thing.
No, I'm taking 2 pictures and going fishing.
He's going to film this so you guys can see it later on his channel. And then Mike and I are going to be posting the pictures up, doing some social media. I'm going to film it for my YouTube channel as well. Mike, are you filming for this? Are you going to have some
I'm going to
cameras
do a
and
little
stuff?
filming.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So it'll be on Mike's channel, it'll be on my channel, it'll be on Gene's channel. So you can follow it up, and then we'll announce the results tomorrow night live on YouTube Live on my channel, Kayak Bass and TV. And we got a special guest coming in tomorrow night for the winner presentation. Can't tell you who that is yet, but got a special guest.
Big surprise guest.
A big surprise guest. Y'all should have came. I tried to tell you, but you should have came. You should have been here because the fishing's going to be awesome.
Gonna be good.
And so what else? What do you plan on fishing tomorrow, Mike? Can you tell the folks at home what you plan on fishing?
I can tell you that my normal theory for catching big ones, big bait, big fish.
Okay.
And so I'll be fishing big baits tomorrow. That's all I want to say at this point. Bigger lures.
So I'm going to throw a combination of some scattershed type spinnerbaits with a lot of flash, but no overwhelming size blades. I'm going to throw a square bill some. I'm going to drag some plastics, mostly Yamamoto flapping hogs. I probably will have a Senko tied on so I can resort to the Senko if I absolutely have to. It's going to be kind of be like the last resort. But I've also got a buzzbait with a swim bait trailer that I think is going to be nasty tomorrow. I think they're post spawn. I didn't paddle today because I didn't want it to be kind of unfair, like, any of that. I stayed off the water. I organized tackle. I did some editing for video. But, the lake is right behind the lodge, so I did see some fish popping. And I think there's probably some bucks guarding fry. And I think the females are going to be pulled off to their staging area. So, I'm gonna fish for 5 quick. I don't tournament fish normally. So I'm going to have to do his strategy first. I'm going to try to get those 5 on the board.
Get a limit.
And then after that, kind of go big fish hunting. Mm-hmm. And what we've agreed is, if we're going to move, we're going to start off on Purvis Lake, which is the big lake behind the lodge. If either of us is going to move, it has to be unanimous. So we're going to agree to move, and we'll move together. And for the most part, we're going to stay inside of each other the whole day so we can kind of hype this thing up and talk and go back and forth. And, I don't want to win, and he doesn't want to win, where it was like you paddled off in the distance and the other guy, like at least I want to beat him with him seeing it happen. You know what I mean? Like I want him to watch. I want him to be like Aaron Martin's just sitting over there, Mama, I can't believe, just like that, all right? Under his breath, cussing, under his breath, all that. And finishing second, So
I like it.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Hey, the great thing about this event is I can't finish any lower than second, which is good.
There is that.
You're kind of used to that, aren't you?
I've had like 30 seconds in my career, so here's another one coming tomorrow.
Yeah, there's been a couple I thought I was going to have to give you a hug after you.
I know. I may need a hug tomorrow.
So, look, this guy's the ultimate competitor. I knew he was going to come up with something. That's a little... Yeah. Does the other guy get to do the shaving? Or is it like a self thing? Are we doing it on the video tomorrow night?
Yes. We're doing it on the video. I think,
lay a towel across the table.
You can shave yourself, or I can shave. Whoever loses, you can shave yourself.
You shave yourself,
yeah.
Okay. But the other guy gets to stand there and provide color commentary.
Absolutely.
And it's shaved. It's all the way down.
Shaved.
It's not like a trim, like a George Michael.
No,
right?
shaved.
No stubble. I mean, it's down to the baby face.
Baby face.
You're going to be crying, boy.
I'm just going to win. What he doesn't realize is that's like more incentive than anything else he could have provided. Because like I said, I look like a fat Cabbage Patch Kid with no beard right now. I'm like a Garbage Pail Kid. Plus I got this tan.
Make a hair jig out of the beard.
I'm gonna look like I got a Roman helmet on. I've got such a tan with this friggin' beard. It's gonna look like an upside down Roman helmet.
Y'all see what I got to deal with?
I gotta win.
Man.
Christy's probably commenting on this thing right now like, no, you're going to look 12. If you shave your beard, you look like a fat teenager.
Ryan wants a hair jig with my beard hair.
I agree.
No problem.
So here's what we'll do. Actually, whoever loses, we'll shave the beard hair up and put it in a bag and we'll give it away on the next YouTube video.
We should auction it off.
Auction it off.
Yep.
There we go.
There you go.
Corey, we're actually down at Bienville. It's kind of a halfway point. He's on his way down to Okeechobee, so we agreed to meet him here. Good place we've got access to and everything else, so that's where we're hanging out.
And I'm on my way to Miami. I got to go down to the Miami Boat Show for a thing with Torquedo, and I planned on fishing my way down and fishing my way back up, and this just kind of all just worked out.
Oh, Corey. It's Corey Dreyer.
Oh, Corey, hey, what's up, dude?
Purvis is where we're going to start.
Folks at home.
Yeah, Corey's the guy that won or tied for the win. He won by the tiebreaker, but they split the title here
a couple weeks ago.
January 29th,
Gotcha.
27th, something like that. So
yeah, we're going to start at Purvis.
Text me where the fish are, Corey.
They ain't there no more.
Look a brother up.
They ain't there no more. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's all different now.
Yeah, dude. Hey, let's go ahead and ask some questions real quick. Before we do that, though, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit it right down at the bottom. So.
And if you haven't commented, comment. I know there's 1,000 comments a second going up, but comment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make your predictions. We haven't asked that yet. Who y'all got? Post it like
When
right
am I
there.
fishing Altoona? I hate Altoona. It has spots about this big and spots about this big. That's it.
You want to know what lake I hate worse than Altoona? I broke down there last year and I posted on Instagram. Some guy invited me to go to Altoona. I was like, if you had invited me to go fish a mud hole, actually, if you had invited me to go fishing in a thimble with water from a mud hole in it, I would have rather fished there
Than Altoona.
Oh my God,
I agree.
place, dude.
I agree. Man.
And there's more a-holes per capita on that lake than any lake in the southeast.
Did you bring your beetle?
I did bring my beetle. I'll have a beetle with me tomorrow, just in case.
Oh, man. Chad's going to win. I think Chad's going to win. Oh, my gosh. Pressure.
I just had a marriage proposal from somebody. Sorry, I'm already married.
Yeah, we're all married. So.
I'm not. I don't get married till April 1st, so I still got a little bit of window.
I'll kick your butt. Let's just put it that way. There
Yeah,
ain't
buddy.
no window. That window has closed.
So anyway, y'all make y'all's predictions. Head over to Tourney X and follow this thing tomorrow. And you can go to the Tourney X Facebook page. All the pictures cross-post over there. And again, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for the results. And I guess now somebody is losing some hair. Wow.
Man. What's our favorite pre-spawn bait?
Favorite pre-spawn bait? I'm going to say a diving crankbait.
Yep.
DT10, DT14, love it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine would be lipless crankbait because of the kind of lakes I fish. And then probably a chatterbait. So,
Chadwick? Chatterbait's good.
Well, because they both took baits that I really like to fish, a lipless crank, man. I love to throw a lipless crank.
good one.
I do my lipless cranks a little different. I drill a hole in the top, add a little extra weight to them. I drop some epoxy or super glue in there, put it in a valentine vise so that it's weighted forward so I can let it fall quick and rip it, and it's got a little bit of a Z, not a yo-yo, but more of a Z pattern. I like those. I like to cast them out and swing them through the strike zone and kind of rip them a little bit, and I like them more silent, just the clicking of the hooks and the split ring.
Somebody said, but what if it has a grassy bottom?
I love it.
A lipless and a chatterbait are made for grassy bottoms.
Even better. And you know
Come
what
on.
else? A lipless crank with a big J hook on the back instead of two trebles is ridiculously good.
Yep.
Ridiculously good.
Yeah.
And you can yo-yo it in the grass. It's just...
I just saw one come through. The question was, who's caught more fish in the last few weeks? On that one, I'd have to look at our hands. Let's start. Can we get an image of your hands?
I got sissy hands. I'm not even
Let's
throwing
see.
mine up there.
Man, they're semi beat up. Let's
Yeah,
see.
no, I'm not even going to show
But
them.
here's the thing.
I win again!
Yeah.
And he was catching them in like 10-degree water.
What y'all don't realize is he actually banged his hand getting down out of the truck because he's got to hop in and out of his truck with a pole vault. So that's a total misleading thing right there. Plus, I got man hands. These things are like leather.
I'm
It's
at-
like catcher's mitt,
Yeah,
so they just don't get scratched
Let
up.
me tell you, I'm actually jealous of these guys. They have beautiful hands. I used to be a hand model when I was a kid, and now they look like this. So I'm just jealous.
See,
that's all.
Did you really used to be a hand model?
No, I just
My bass.
Do you guys want to know what I used to do?
But wait a minute, he's got bass thumb. That just means he caught a bunch of dinks.
Well, there is that.
You know, I
That's
just-
right. There is no
My
palm.
bass
Yeah.
palm just
Yeah, there is
got
no
healed
palm.
over from a few weeks ago. So you
Because
know,
I actually used to be a coach's short model. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Really?
Like the
Seriously?
actual bike, BIKE, coach's shorts model. And I was a high five instructor. Like, dead serious.
Wow.
Ways you can make money that nobody ever knew. Coach's shorts model and high five instructor. let me throw something out to you guys. Straight up.
I think you're full of crap.
Straight up. I'm going to tell you something. This is racial profiling. This is totally stereotypical,
Oh,
but
he's
I'm going
gonna
to
do
challenge you to do it. Walk up to any white guy. Watch this. Mike, what's up, dude? Can't resist. Any white guy, any in the world, you don't have to know them. It could be the most awkward situation. Walk up and go, dude, put a high five up. They're going to high five you. Okay? Walk up to any brother on the planet, anywhere, and throw out the knucks. You're going to get some knuckle love back. It's just genetic. We can't help it. You could know it. Know that you're not supposed to do it because people are going to go, he's a white guy. He's going to automatically high five, and your arm will just kind of like high five. So, anyway.
That's
It's a reflex.
Can we explain gear ratios? Actually, I have a really, really good in-depth video about that, but you could probably throw it out in a little bit. Gear ratios are just, think of it as a 10-speed bicycle. You know, if you've got a lot of drag behind your bait and you want that low gear ratio to be able to resist that torque.
Crankbaits.
Yeah, crankbaits.
Crankbaits,
Deep
perfect
crankbaits,
example.
A-rigs are the two things that come to mind, especially those the bladed A-rigs. And then for the higher speed, for the things you got to move fast, you want something that's got a higher gear ratio.
One thing to keep in mind in both cases, you've got torque and you got speed. If you gain speed, you give up torque. If you gain torque, you give up speed. So make sure that you kind of factor that in. If you fish slow presentations and you can't force yourself to slow down and fish, drop down to a lower gear ratio. You're going to have more torque. You know, I when I used to guide and I would take clients out that couldn't fish a jig slow enough, I'd look over there, they'd be moving the rod and reeling it. I would put them on a 5-to-1 gear ratio and kind of force them to fish a little slower. Guys that set the hook too soon on the top water, the fish would blow up on it and then have to catch up. So think about the fact that when you're giving up speed to gain, when you gain speed, you give up torque, and when you gain torque, you give up speed. So something to think about.
Yep. Real quick, I want Ike to tell a little bit about this last tournament. You finished, what, 11?
Get in the hot seat.
Yep, put you in the hot seat.
Yes, I did.
And everybody was fishing the Damiki Rig.
Damiki Rig.
But you.
I didn't fish it. I didn't give in to the Damiki Rig. I actually, I fished largemouth and smallmouth. I caught, in the event, out of 20 fish, I caught 8 were largemouth and 12 were smallmouth. And largemouth I was catching on a 1/2 ounce green pumpkin missile mini flip jig. And I fished a classic pre-spawn pattern for largemouth, which is flat rocks. Those shallow flat rocks that were on muddy or gravelly banks. And then for the smallmouth, I fished 20 to 30 foot deep. And I used the traditional drop shot with a gulp minnow. And when I'm around smallmouth, something about gulp. They freaking love that stuff. And I also caught a few on a blade bait by Mollusk called a Trigo Vibe. So
Why the shallow flat rocks?
shallow flat rocks, those flat rocks in the pre-spawn when that water's in the 40s, the best way I can describe what those flat rocks do, they're like giant solar panels. And even short amounts of sunlight will warm that rock up, and those largemouth are attracted to that. So a lot of guys don't even think about fishing in 2-3 foot of water when they see a 46, 47 degree water temperature. But if you have sunny conditions and you have those flat rocks, it's like an incubator, and those largemouth will move right up. So, I was a combination largemouth and smallmouth, and it was good tournament for me. Good start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you use spinning reels? Only when we have to. any light tackle technique is going to require a spinning reel. So it's one of those things we always try to use.
Yeah, let's see. Thoughts on high school fishing teams? High school fishing teams are great. It's a great way to get kids involved. Wish I had it when I was in high school, but it's a great program. Encourage everybody to sign up.
Yep. Real quick, a little bit of Ike trivia. Before Ike started fishing pro, you fished the what series?
Federation.
Was it Federation?
I fished the Federation. Also fished the Red Man Trail.
What kind of boat did he fish out of most of the Federation? I want to see if anybody knows.
Trivia question.
And it'll also tell you how long I've known Mike. Anybody? It takes a few minutes.
Oh, Crawdad. Somebody said Crawdad.
Yeah, Crawdad. There's a John Boat.
Wow.
John Boat.
Bass Cat. Oh, Ranger.
Yeah, Ranger, Skeeter. Keep going. No, wasn't a Lumacraft. That's me. Crawdad. Tracker. Was it a tracker?
So I saw multiple winners here. So my first boat was actually a Crawdad, a Coleman Crawdad.
A 10-foot craw.
And then when I won one as an amateur, my first real bass boat was a Ranger 371V that I won. Yeah.
Awesome.
So a lot of right answers there.
Awesome. Grumman, that was my first, a 14-foot.
That's a good one. That's
Man,
a good. That's
I've beat FLW pros in pot tournaments with a 14-foot.
Oh, absolutely.
John Boat,
you can get to where the other boats can't get to. So that's good.
What temp will the secondary point bite be on fire? What temp? What water temp will the secondary point bite be on fire? And the fish, you let the fish determine that for sure. What kayak are you using?
I'm using the PA14, a Hobie PA14 tomorrow. It's good quality kayak.
Yep. Yeah, it does have tan lines though, so we gotta.
Has tan lines.
Hashtag tan lines.
We're gonna fix that tomorrow.
Started
We're gonna fix it.
Yep. It means it's been on the top of his truck for too long.
Thoughts on the Whopper Plopper? You can't argue with success of that bait.
We got Mr. Whopper Plopper sitting right here.
Yeah, a lot of success.
Yep.
Thoughts on the Ike rod? We've got one right here.
I got one right
in
here.
fact. We've
So
got an Ike rod.
Is everybody talks about what they're going to fish in the tournament there. So I just went out and grabbed one of Ike's rods, and it's right here. Got the signature on the bottom right there. Bam! But he's got a Carolina rig tied on.
C-rig!
With, like this full-on traditional Carolina rig. So
That means you never fish with it.
I think, so that's right there tied on right now.
Ball and chain. I might leave that on tomorrow.
He had to look that one up in the dictionary.
With about a 3.5 foot leader on there. So.
That's so funny. I actually came in, what did I come in, third or fourth last year to open on that stupid thing.
Oh, man.
It's crazy.
You know, True Tungsten used to make a finesse Carolina rig weight.
Yes.
They named it
T.
after Peter T, but see, Peter T didn't know it existed. They did such a horrible job of marketing it that
It's a
it
great
never
weight,
sold.
though.
I have 6 left. I'm trying to get
I got
EcoPro
about
to make
8
them.
left.
Yep.
It's a great weight.
I'm trying to get EcoPro
That's
to make them.
funny that you like that weight
Oh, man,
too.
that's my favorite.
I love that freaking
Yeah.
weight.
So
I
we
love
need
that
to
weight.
put pressure on somebody to make one.
Hey, if it's Eco, I'll call somebody. I'll be like, make that.
Every iCast and every classic, I'm in their booth saying, I will promote it for free if you just make me some.
Well, you keep pushing them and I'll push VMC.
All right, there we
We'll get
go.
it done.
One or the other, we're going to make it.
Okay.
So,
Thoughts on pre-rigged Easy Carolina rigging? Not
No.
sure.
don't do it. Get you some Carolina keepers if you don't want to tie all those knots. And I've got to look at my Carolina rig videos. I use Carolina keepers.
I saw a question about what about the Flambeau Ike bag? It's coming out. We're like weeks away. You're going to see it at Tackle Warehouse first. It's a great backpack, so keep your eye out for it.
Sweet. How much was that rod, Ike?
Rod retails for $149.99.
Keep in mind that bag looks bigger than it actually is because Ike's wearing it. So if you get this thing thinking it's like a 6-day multi-trip bag, it's not. It's
Right.
It's about the size of a lunchbox.
Yeah.
It just looks that big on Ike.
We actually got John Cruz to be the model. He's even smaller than me, so it looks really, really big.
Right,
So-
right. Now, if I put it on, it would look like a brooch in the middle of my back. So
The next thing we're working on is the Ike fanny pack by Flambeau, so keep your eye out for that.
It's going to be pink.
that'll go great with
You're
the
making a
coach's
comeback.
shorts.
Yeah.
That'll go great with the coach's shorts. You listen to country music at all?
No.
So there's this guy, Aaron Tippin. And Aaron Tippin's got a bunch of good songs. He's real twangy. He's from Tennessee, and he showed up I own a rod company called All Pro Rods. He showed up one day for us we were hooking him up with some rods, and he had a fanny pack on. And I was like, hey, no offense, Aaron, but like you got a song, you got like 5 songs about you got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. All these like really, like man songs,
Manly
you know what I mean?
songs, yeah.
And you're wearing an Under Armour shirt, like the one you're supposed to wear under, not the outer Under Armour shirt.
Base layers.
Yeah, and like a fanny pack. And he said, I got a Desert Eagle in that fanny pack. That ungaze it. I was like, okay. So that's a quick Aaron Tippin story for it. So if you're going to wear a fanny pack and man up, having a Desert Eagle in it will definitely do it.
Yep. I've seen a bunch of questions about the Damiki Rig. Actually, within an hour of getting off of this video, there will be a Damiki Rig video on my channel. So it's ready to load up. I just have to load it up and do all the little tags and all the other things that take forever.
Cool.
So,
I saw a comment come through real quick about the brand new missile jig that we're working on. It's a really cool jig. Don't want to give you the name yet, but if you like the mini flip, I'll give you a hint. It's a bigger version of the mini flip, and
that's
we're
cool.
going to be using it at Okeechobee next week. So it's a really good jig.
Do you have some for us to fish tomorrow?
I have some. I have a bag. I'll
But
split it
they-
with you.
Split it with me.
I'll split it with you.
see, I wouldn't.
I like John. I lived in Virginia for a long time when I was active duty Navy, and it was weird. For about a year, everywhere I would go fishing, John would be there.
How about that?
So I did a couple of episodes with Missile when they first came out, and I still use their stuff. And I use a lot of everything. That's kind of my thing. And yeah, I love his baits. He makes good
He's got good
stuff.
stuff.
Yep.
Good
Yep.
stuff.
Gene, what was the best team you sent that sent you the box? Oh, you were on the back seat. Can I answer a question for me, please? What question would you want 864 fishing? If I can see it again. I don't read
I like
very
that
fast.
Batman
So
dude right now. I'm like, hey, Ike, what are you fishing
yeah, stuff's
tomorrow?
going across fast. Simplify. Hey, how did you guys like my fishing shirt of the month this month? Let me know. Hit. Just type in yes or whatever.
Are
I
you
don't
getting some
care.
practice in?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I'm going to probably have to shave it. So just
Pre-grooming it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iowa. It was awesome. Oh,
Actually,
good.
now that I look at it on the camera, I didn't really look at it as close because I have, because I'm in a different altitude.
Oh my gosh, you just call Lake Short.
It's kind of like the Dan Bilzerian, you know what I mean? Bilzerian, the Instagram
Yeah.
celebrity. So you got a good beard you're going to have to shave. It's not like a...
No, it's that.
Yeah, it's the man up stuff.
Beard.
At first I thought it was like a
No.
1 day growth and he was just throwing it out there.
This is about two and a half, 3 months.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'll be excited to see it go.
It's gonna look good on the floor.
It's gonna look good as a hair jig.
Yeah.
There's a question. When am I going to come fish South Carolina? Hold on. There's the one I'm waiting on. What would I use in the body on? As the body on the underspin, on like a
A bass assassin.
Yeah, fish head
Saltwater
spin or whatever. I love using just a regular fluke, not
junior fluke,
not
a regular fluke.
Well, not a super fluke.
The regular
fluke without the
like the
slit
old
and everything.
finesse
Yeah, I've got
fish.
3 bags of them in my boat. That's what I use.
Yeah.
You know what I
They're
like
small.
on it?
Rednecks.
The bass assassin is just a standard, 4-inch sea shad with a
Yeah.
little different color tail. Works like a champ.
Yep. Yep. There was somebody asked me when I was going to fish South Carolina. I'm actually going up to North Carolina this coming week. I think it's this coming week. Man, no, it's the first weekend of next month. We lost a really good warrior special ops guy who's a really good friend of mine, died a few days ago.
Yeah.
So we're going to go up for Ike knows him.
Yeah.
Me and Ryan both know him. We fished with him multiple times, and so we're going to go up for a memorial with him, and then go down to Kingfisher and just have a big fishing party to celebrate his life. So
When is this?
the 4th, it's like 3rd, 4th, and 5th, or 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, something like that. Next
Cool. I'll be in North Carolina at the Kayak Bass Fishing Trail event March 11th on Falls Lake.
Yep.
So y'all check that out.
And he was the biggest stud I think there was. Really.
Who are we talking about?
Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
that Mark.
Yeah.
He died.
When?
Yeah. He was amazing.
A few days ago?
About 5 days.
Yeah, in the hospital.
He had a heart attack.
He had a heart attack.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Chad just found that out. Yeah, it was a rough day for all of us. Let's see. Ike, you ever fish Clayton Lake? Virginia. In Virginia. I get a lot of have you ever fished?
Clater?
Have not.
Yeah.
Clayton? That lake doesn't exist. Stop posting about that.
No.
Secrets. It's the other briary.
It's the other briary, yeah.
For everybody that doesn't know, it's the other briary. It's
Yeah.
I fished there a few times.
All right, guys, we're going to get off of here in about 30 seconds. So, first of all, I want to thank Mr. Mike Iaconelli and his razor for being here today. Kind of got me a little excited. I hope Ike wins tomorrow because I'd like to see Chad shave. Sorry,
That's fine.
sorry, Christy.
Gene and everybody else is going to be disappointed to see his baby face again. Becky, you're welcome.
I want to return to the little patch.
Yeah, the soul patch.
Just leave that skinny strip down the middle and like a handlebar, like General Custer kind of configuration.
Yeah.
That'd be kinda-
So, like we said, you can follow along on Tourney X tomorrow. I'll leave the link down in the description so you guys can watch it. It's going to be awesome. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed. Tomorrow, the video that we're going to do of him shaving his beard is going to be on Kayak Bassing TV's web or YouTube.
YouTube.
YouTube channel.
Right.
So, and I'll put the link down there too, so you guys can watch Chad get his beard shaved off. So,
Kind of like that Batman dude right now. Ike, you're going to lose.
but you guys are awesome. Thanks for joining in. Over 400 people watched at one time. I saw almost 500 once. So, incredible. There's your shameless plug. But we'll see you. Take it easy.
Good night.
Bye.